What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. I managed to make it through my super busy week, and I still have two more of those super busy weeks coming. And what we're looking at right now is part of the reason that the weeks are super busy. I have another fantasy football draft. As it looks, now I haven't figured this out yet, but as it looks, I will be somewhere between 14 and 16 leagues this year. That's about average for me. I'm usually around 15, so that's good. Um, and we're gonna go ahead and do another one of these $20 Yahoo leagues. This will be the last one that I record next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I have an NFFC high stakes league draft. It's a $1,200 silver bullet league where I believe it's like 500 teams or 600 teams are all in 12 team leagues. I don't remember how many teams exactly, but you're only allowed to enter it once. And basically what you do is you enter it to see like who's the best player on the NFFC, that type of thing. And I've played in it before. I'm definitely not the best player on the NFFC, but I'm going to play in it this year. This will be the one high stakes league I do. And I'm doing it from home, I'm not going to Vegas like I usually do. I'll be back there next year, most likely. So I'm just taking a year off. So before I get into this draft and my annoyance at my pick, which you can see right now, let's talk about another league that I drafted on Wednesday night. This was a live league with my friends. This is a league that I won last year when Yahoo gave me a D for drafting, and I won this league. This year, my keepers, I had two keepers, AJ Brown and Bijan Robinson. These were my keepers. You can see little K's there. And then I drafted, so my team is Joe Burrow, Bijan Robinson, and again, I waited on my second running back and got Jerome Ford. My receivers are Malik Neighbors, AJ Brown, T. Higgins, and Tank Dell on my bench. Love that. And then my tight end is potentially, one of the top 5 tight ends in the league this year, because who else is Josh Allen going to throw it to? And that's Dalton Kincaid. Then if you look at my running back, my bench, I did what I always do with my bench, and that's take a bunch of guys who at some point during the season could be good. So for example, Trey Benson, if what's his name? The guy for Arizona, whose name I can't think of right now, the starting running back, the guy that used to play for Pittsburgh. If he goes down, James something, if he goes down and he's out for, let's say, 3 weeks, I think Trey Benson's the number one running back because he's the number one backup, and that team can run. And it's the same for Khalil Herbert. If DeAndre Swift goes down, I think Herbert's the number one running back for the Bears. I think the Romeo Doubs has a great chance to be the number one guy in Green Bay. He's just a really good receiver. Gus Edwards had 14 touchdowns last year or something ridiculous. Now he's in San Diego. Why can't he be the number one running back there that gets 800 yards and 10 touchdowns? I'll take that on my bench. So I love this team. I think I did a really good job drafting. And if we scroll up, here's my grade. And it's exactly what you expected. It's a D. It's actually a D plus. So I guess that's good. And we'll see what happens in this league this year. But again, that's my third Yahoo draft this year. And I got a D for the third time, but they gave me a D last year and I won. So that's one thing I want to talk about. Second thing I want to talk about is I did a draft 2 weeks ago, and I generally don't, minute 44, okay. I generally don't make trades after the draft, but before the season starts. I'm usually really confident in my drafting, my plan, my strategy, and I don't want to mess that up by making trades. But when somebody offers you a trade that you have to take, you take it. So somebody offered me a trade in a draft I did a couple weeks ago on this channel, and they offered me Nico Collins and David Montgomery for Garrett Wilson. Now, Garrett Wilson's probably a little bit better than Nico Collins, but potentially Nico could be good. He's a great quarterback, great offense. Garrett Wilson, if he's got Aaron Rodgers healthy all year, he could be really good too. Who knows? These, in my opinion, are pretty equal guys. But then he gave me David Montgomery at the same time. And I'm like, yeah, I'll happily take a guy who's going to get 15 to 20, maybe 10 to 20. Let's say 10 to 20 touches. If Jahmyr Gibbs is hurt, he's a number one running back. I will happily take him. And to do that, I had to cut Rico Dowdle. So basically, I traded Garrett Wilson and Dallas's number 2 running back for Nico Collins and David Montgomery. I love it. I love that trade. I had to take it. If you look at my team now, my starting lineup becomes Kyler and Trey McBride. My running backs are James Cook and then David Montgomery or Chase Brown. My receivers are AJ Brown, Nico Collins, and Debo. I mean, I love this team. I'm very excited about this. So those are the two things that have happened in Yahoo Fantasy Football for me throughout the week. And now let's go ahead and start this first one. I hate the fact that I have the number 1 pick. I had the number 1 pick 2 weeks ago when I drafted. I hate the number 1 pick this year. I'm not going to take McCaffrey. I worry about him. I'm not taking Tyreek Hill. I took him 2 weeks ago or last week, whatever. I'm not taking Lamb because he's not playing. I'm not taking Jamar Chase because he's not playing. I'm going to take someone that I will not take much of this year. And in fact, this could be the only time I take him. And that is going to be Breece Hall. And we'll just hope that he gets like 1,500 yards like he did last year. And we'll hope that he gets a few more touchdowns. And maybe he becomes the number one running back. Who knows? And that put Christian McCaffrey as your second pick, which makes sense to a lot of people. It does not make sense to me. I wouldn't have taken McCaffrey there either. But we've got McCaffrey. So now that I'm in the first pick, and I had the first pick last couple weeks ago, and I did this. I think I took Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna try to do a draft right now that Yahoo is gonna like. Let's see if I can get a grade A. Now, in order to get a grade A, I have to draft a team that I don't particularly want to draft, but I'm still going to try to draft one I think is going to win. So when it gets back to me, depending on who's there, I may go running back, or running back wide receiver. Now, in order to make Yahoo happy, what you want to do is you want to draft and pick your players so that you get them lower than their ADP. So his ADP is 3.2. So if you got him fourth, then Yahoo loves that because you're like, oh, you got him 0.8 after his average draft position. That's great. Like the Breece Hall pick, they're not going to like. He's like fourth or fifth in ADP or third, whatever. But I took him first. That's not good for Yahoo. So they probably won't like that. They'll say that I reached on that first pick. So let's see what we got here. It looks like I'm going to have somewhere right in here. See, I would love to take ETN. I'm a big fan of him, and I love Isaiah Pacheco. So if Pacheco and ETN are there, unless one of these guys up here, I love Kyron too, unless one of these guys up here fall, then I'm going to take the 2 more running backs, and we'll just go 3 running backs in the first 3 rounds, and we'll see what happens. All right, so it goes Hill, Bijan, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, that's pretty much the top 7 in every league that I've ever played in this year. I feel like Justin Jefferson should go next. Yeah, he's next. And then AJ Brown. And then, yeah, I mean, these 3, I mean, we're standard right now, except for me taking Breece Hall. We're pretty standard right now. Where are we at here? All right, so Saquon. Okay, that's a little bit early, but he's a late first rounder, so that's not too bad. I would love to get, I'll tell you what, I know I said Pacheco and ETN, but I would love to get Kyron and Pacheco. That would be an amazing team. Jonathan Taylor goes next. Seems about right. Let's go with the, I like going with the draft board here. There we go. That makes it easier for you guys to see, I think. So we got back-to-back picks now out of the number 10 team. And I like to watch, I've mentioned this before, I like to watch how people build their teams. Do they go no running back? Do they go hero running back? Or do they just be boring and take like 2 running backs and 2 receivers in the first 4 rounds? I mean, that's so boring because let's say you're in a 12-team league and let's say 8 teams go 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. That means you have a very good chance of finishing first among that group or 8th among that group. You know, you have to, the whole zig when they zag thing is something that I really do believe in fantasy football. That's why I do the hero running back. And sometimes I'll do the no running back. And in this case, I might go 3 running backs depending on who gets back to me. So Jefferson goes to finish the first round. Then there goes Pacheco. That's really early. So that Yahoo's going to hate that team because that was really early. I'm going to probably have to go receiver just because when it gets back to me, that's what's going to be like the good players. All right, so we got 1 running back receiver. That's fine. I don't mind running back receiver. It's when you do 2 and 2. You know, somebody that goes like 2 running backs, 2 receivers. They get their flex. They take a quarterback and a tight end in the first 8 rounds or whatever the math works out there to be. It's so boring. It's like in baseball when I do a baseball draft with my friends and after like 6 rounds, they've got like, oh, I've got 2 pitchers and 4 hitters. It's like, well, so does everybody else. Boring. All right. This is what the one problem about being on the turn is that you have to wait a long time before you get to pick again. And now I have to sit here on video trying to fill dead air. I don't really have anything to talk about. I golfed today. I shot 90, which is about as high as I like to be. I went 44, 46. Had some pars and some double bogeys like normal. I think I had 2 penalty strokes. Is this exciting at all for you guys? No idea. I should tell you, oh, I had this dream last night. No one ever wants to hear that. All right, we got one team that went running back. Although I don't like Derrick Henry this year. Jameer Gibbs. Oh, look at this guy going 2 Detroit players. Nice. I like that. I don't mind going 2 players from the same team if they're good players. All right, now we got our first team that goes 2 receivers. I like that. Garrett Wilson in the middle of the second round is pretty good. All right, we'll give it till we got 2 more picks, and then I'll start looking at the player list and see what's available. I like the team name at the second pick, Grandpa Naps 209. That's a good one. Oh, there went Kyron. See, all my running backs are going. ETN is still there, so I could go ETN and then best available maybe. Marvin Harrison goes. All right, let's see who's available. All right, players. So I'm not a big Puka fan or a Devontae Adams fan this year. ETN just went. So I'm gonna have to take receivers here because it's all it's. I'm not a big Devon Achane fan this year. So let's see. What receivers do I like? Oh, this is terrible. God, I hate this. I hate this pick so much. Let's go with Drake London. That way I at least get a part of that Atlanta offense that I think same bye week as Breece Hall, week 12. That's scary. And then let's take, man, this is not good. I mean, Olave has bye week 12 also. Is that what I want to do? See if I can go 11-0 and then lose in week 12. I mean, let's do it and see what happens. Draft. Let's just put a bunch of 12s on the board and for fun here. All right, so Kelsey goes. Let's go back to our draft board. It'll be fun next week. I will try I'll definitely record and post my $1,200 draft, but I'm going to try to learn how to live stream. I have no idea how to do it. And I'm going to try to learn it between now and then maybe I can live stream it. I see a lot of people on YouTube live streaming their NFFC drafts. Okay, what do we got here? So I've set up 2 stacks at quarterback, and they both stink. I mean, Cousins, I could probably wait until, the 10th, 11th, 12th round and take Kirk Cousins if I want to. But, I think he'd be my second quarterback. I'm worried, he's coming off an ACL. He's not playing in the preseason. He's playing for a new team. It's a little, it's a little concerning to take him as my number 1 starter. So I probably won't do that. All right, Puka finally goes. Who was the other player that I didn't like? Devontae Adams. He hasn't even gone yet. Wow. See, whoever takes him, Yahoo's gonna love it because he is a what is that? 12, a 10, 20. He's a top of the 3rd round pick, but he's gonna go after that. And whoever takes him, Yahoo's gonna be like, that was a great pick. And I'm saying no, it's not because he's not very. I mean, well, I can't say that he's not very good. He's really good. Unfortunately, he's got really bad quarterback play behind him. All right, if I'm going to look at my queue here, do I have anybody in there? No, I don't really want to put anyone in yet just because I don't pick for a while. And saying that I want to try to get Josh Allen I love DK Metcalf, him, that seems kind of silly. So let's just hold off here. Let's go back to our draft board. All right, we got 3 receivers from team 6. I like that. 2 running backs. So a lot of the teams 3 of the teams have 2 running backs. Getting to the end of the 3rd round here. The NFFC draft that I'm doing is actually what's called 3rd round reversal. So it'll go 1 through 12, 12 through 1, and then 12 through 1 again, and then 1 through 12, and then continue snaking from there. So the 2nd and 3rd round are 12 through 1, and that is to kind of even out those early picks of the really big superstars. And I really like it. I think it makes a lot of sense. I've been in drafts that do not have it and drafts that do have it, and in my opinion, it makes a lot of sense to do a 3rd round reversal. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Starting the 4th round. So Mahomes goes. He's the first quarterback. Any stacks yet? No, because he's the only quarterback that's gone. Although that player did take Mahomes and Pacheco. I don't really like taking the same quarterback running back from the same team. Although if they're both projected to have good stats, I mean, I don't think it matters. but I try to stay away from that. Oh, look at this guy. I like this guy. He went receiver, running back, quarterback, tight end. So he's trying to cover all those positions right now. I got to try to avoid bye week 12 with my next couple of picks. I mean, I don't have to, but I probably should. Oh, there's your stack. Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. That's a good stack. That stack won me a lot of money last year in multiple leagues. I think it won me $400 in a $150 league. It won me, I think, $400 in a $75 league. And it won me in my $1,700 league that I did through the NFFC last year. It won me the $1,700 back. I had the high points in the league. I didn't win anything in the playoffs, unfortunately, but I had the high points in the league. I think it was that league. All right. See, look at this guy. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Nico Collins, Cooper Kupp. I don't know. It's just boring to me. Like there's no variation there. So if this guy here takes a running back, I guess it's not too bad because there's not many teams doing it. But it just, it just worries me a little bit to do something like that. See, James Cook would have been a great pick. But let's see. We're getting close to where I'm going to check the players again here. So that guy went, see, that guy did not go no running back. He went hero running back. But no running back is when you wait till like the 6th, 7th, maybe the 7th, 8th, 9th round to take your first running back. That guy just took his first running back in the 4th round. No big deal. Oh, another guy that went running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback. That's funny. You don't see that very often in the bigger money leagues. All right, here we go. There's 2 and 2 there. Kind of boring. What do we got here? So I really like Devontae Smith. I really love Jalen Waddle. I know he's questionable. So I'm going to go Waddle by week 6, definitely. And I think Devonta Smith to put a running back on the bench is what I'm going to do here. Neighbors. I love Malik Neighbors, but I don't want to take him too many places. I worry about their quarterback. I worry about a rookie quarterback, although he's the safest one to take right there. But I'm going to go Devonta Smith, hoping that they have a new offensive coordinator who actually knows how to use his receivers and doesn't just resort to running his quarterback up the middle when he doesn't know what else to do. I mean, I watched so much Philadelphia last year, and in the second half of the season, I felt like whenever it was a pass play, Jalen Hurts would just go in the huddle and say, go out and get open, like when we did when we were 12 years old. And, A.J. Brown was great last year, but down the stretch, I didn't win playoff games because that offense was so bad. All right, let's go back to here. Can I make this bigger somehow? Let's see. Yeah, maybe not. I feel like I can. Can I? No, not like that. How about like that? How's that? Well, let's do it. All right, let's do that. Makes it small. Let's try that. Hopefully you can still see all the names. I'll go one more. We'll just go there for now. All right, so we're in the 5th round. I'm going to need another running back probably in the next round. But if there's a tight end or a quarterback that I like I set up Tua, I like Tua. Tua's good. He's like the Philadelphia Eagles were last year. The Tua the last couple of years has been good in the first half and then not so good in the second half of the season. But I think I might like a Tua Waddle stack. It would be something different. And if you look at quarterbacks, Tua's way down the list, way down here. That means I could wait a long time before taking a quarterback and still have a stack set up. So I may look into that this time. I'm sure Yahoo's going to hate it, but I'm sure they're going to hate the fact that I used my 5th round pick, the first pick in the 5th round on a bench player. But again, I don't care. Receivers will win me fantasy football. And in week 12, I can put Waddle and Smith up there and find somebody to put in my flex and I can be fine. All right. Another tight end goes. How many quarterbacks are gone? 4. 5. 5 quarterbacks are gone. 4 tight ends are gone. Who's the 5th tight end? There's a really good tight end. Who is that? Players. Tight ends. Kittle. Oh, I always like Kincaid. Pitts. Evan Ingram is kind of a little bit of a sleeper tight end. He had like 100 catches last year. I had no idea. All right. Getting into the 6th round. Let's see what the standings look like. Ah, me down near the bottom, but my receivers are carrying me, as always. Let's go back to the board. We're at the back of the 5th round right now. I'd like to do a speed one where you get like 20 seconds to pick. That would be fun and really stressful, but fun. This guy's taking a while to pick his pick. This is the 50th pick overall. Did he leave? Or is he just taking time? 4, 3, 2. Oh, no. Oh, he picked 1 second ago. He went with Malik Neighbors. So what's that make his team? Mahomes, Pacheco, Jefferson, Neighbors, and McBride. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. He's still got to fill a running back and a wide receiver slot. All right. And then he goes with Aaron Jones. See, Aaron Jones is one of those running backs. Actually, this whole 5th round is for me, it's the running back dead zone. The 4th round is too, although I love James Cook, but it's that 4 through 6 for me is that running back dead zone where I don't want to take a running back. The chances of them getting injured or just not working out percentage wise, if you look at the last X amount of years, the chances of them versus a wide receiver of kind of busting or getting hurt is a lot higher than wide receivers in those same rounds. So I kind of want to play those percentages. I'd rather take receivers in those rounds. And, well, I tell you what, there's a pretty good chance that I put Olave on the bench and start Devonta Smith in week 1. I'm not even sure who they play. All right, there goes Kincaid. There goes Stafford. Okay, that guy just wanted to force a stack. That's all. That's a terrible pick. That guy just wanted to force a stack, but that's good. That means there's 6 quarterbacks off the board, and there are 6 tight ends off the board. So that's good. That's pushing more players down to me, more running backs and more wide receivers down to me. And let's see, we're getting close here. We've got Tank Dell off the board. Boy, Stephon Diggs has fallen hard the last couple weeks. He's fallen after Dell. He was being taken. He'll probably be taken in the same, within these couple picks. It'll probably be Stephon Diggs, but wow. Pitts. Oh man, Pitts, really? Okay. All right, let's go see who's available. I love David Montgomery. I just traded for him. So we're going to take David Montgomery, definitely. What else is out there? I'm going to take David Montgomery. I think I'm going to take Rashee Rice. I mean, he's going to get forced targets. Any good tight ends? No, the tight ends are terrible. So let's go Montgomery. And then let's go Rashee Rice. And then let's hope. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty much done with wide receiver for a while. I got both my starting running backs. Oh, James Conner. That's the name of the guy I was trying to think of earlier. James Conner. So we'll look at another one of these running backs when it gets back to me here. And then I'm wondering, I doubt Kyler will be there, but let's put him in the queue. And then let's look at these running backs. Connor, Mostert, Najee. I hate Najee. I don't want to take him. Let's just leave it right there for now. By the time he gets back to me, we're going to be down here. I love Brian Robinson. Yeah, any tight ends we care about? I like Calvin Ridley. Even though he's not a running back or a tight end. I mean, I can even see taking Ramondre. But again, he'll probably be gone by the time it gets to me. What's out there for quarterback? I don't want to panic yet. See, Tua's still way down the list. I can wait. I can wait on Tua. Let's just go flex. Here we go. All right, let's go back to the board. So look at that. San Francisco defense. That is such a wasted pick. I mean, utterly wasted pick right there. Utterly wasted. You should not take your defense. San Francisco's defense is not going to be any better than a team that's taken in the 13th round. Defenses and kickers, man. Just don't take them until late. That guy could have had Pickens. What's he got? He's got Hill, Ayuk, and DJ Moore, Jacobs, and Etienne, and Burrow. See, that's what he's doing. He's just filling his starting lineup. Just that's not the way you do this. Just not. This guy went Jordan Love and Anthony Richardson. Again, still needs a wide receiver. Who could have put Pickens in his starting lineup? Could have put Zay Flowers. I mean, it's just not the way you do this. And again, I'm not like super expert or anything like that, but I feel like I've played enough leagues to know some of the things that you should do. I could be wrong. I 100% could be wrong. I just don't think so. Okay. All right, give me some more teams to make fun of. Come on. This is fun. I try not to make fun of teams. I watch other guys on YouTube draft, and I hate when they make fun of other teams. And then I come on here and I do it. I'm such a hypocrite. I know. All right, we're coming back down the 8th round now. Again, 15 rounds. It's a half-point PPR. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a flex, and a tight end. I wish it was 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a flex, and a tight end. But Terry McLaurin in the 8th round, that guy that took San Francisco, or the guy that took the second quarterback, really should have taken like a Terry McLaurin or a T. Higgins there. I mean, one of his receivers is Diggs. Now, Houston has 3 really good receivers, but all 3 of them aren't going to be good. One of them is not, because there's not enough passing to go around. I do want to take. I think I want to take a running back and maybe a tight end. Running backs. So he's got Ramondre. I don't want to take Swift. I don't mind Javonte. He's okay. Brian Robinson is probably who I'm shooting for. But look, it's the 98 is the ADP for Brian Robinson, and that's going to be, I'm going to be at like 91. I think that's what that means, right? The first round would be, no, I'll be at 81, I believe. And yeah, I'll be at 81. And if I reach for him, Yahoo's going to hate me. Oh man, Yahoo. I remember I wrote a computer program 10 years ago where I was scraping Yahoo's stats, and then Yahoo found out about it and they banned me for a week. It was really funny. Sorry, Yahoo. Whoa, this thing moves. Oh, that's kind of cool. The logo moves. I just have a little finger. All right, we're getting close. Oh, Kyler just goes. I think I would have thought about Kyler right there. All right, what do we got? I'm gonna try to wait to see if I can get Tua in the 10th or the 11th. We'll see. I kind of hope so. Oh, Zach Moss. This guy has Zach Moss, Joe Mixon. Oh, so bad. Okay, players. What are we looking at here? Draft results. One more player, and then I'll make my pick. I'll get some players in there. If this guy takes Justin Tucker, I'm just gonna laugh really hard. He's got to take a tight end, but he might take Justin Tucker. Yep, Justin Tucker called it. All that guy's doing is filling his starting lineup. It's hilarious. All right, we're gonna go. What is Yahoo gonna hate the most? I'm gonna go Brian Robinson. And is there a good tight end yet? Oh, I'm going to take Ingram. Where's he at? He's at 73. Oh, they'll like that one. So we'll go Ingram, also by week 12. All right. All right, I like this. This is going well. Let's go back to here. And then let's go back to here. So he needs a tight end. So this will be a tight end. I think I'm going to get a C- on this one, not a D+. I think I'm going to get a C- for that Evan Ingram pick right there. Yahoo's going to love that. They're going to hate David Montgomery, and they're going to hate Brian Robinson. They're probably going to like Rashee Rice. We'll see. Just take the tight end and get it over with. Can we predict it? David Njoku. Just take David Njoku and get it over with. There. Oh, I was close. Freiermuth had the division right and the position right. I'm guessing that's the worst team. By the end of the year, and that's pretty good. I mean, Hill, Ayuk, and Moore's, they're pretty good. I like ETN. I don't like Josh Jacobs. I like Burrow, but this is just no depth. No depth at all. Another defense goes. It bothers me a little bit. It really does. It bothers me a little bit that a defense. Calvin Ridley's still out there. He's the number one receiver for a team that is going to throw the ball 1,000 times. Their defense is terrible, and Tennessee's going to have to throw it nonstop to try to catch up. If Calvin Ridley gets all the way back to me, I have to take him. Have to. Right? Flex. There he is. 92 is his ADP. By the time he gets back to me, we'll be on 91, I guess. So maybe I don't have to take him. What do we got? 3 bench spots. So I got another receiver and 2 running backs is what I'm looking at on the bench right now. The guy that, oh, okay. Come on. Cortland Sutton. Number 1 receiver for Denver. It's always nice when you can get a number 1 receiver in the 9th round, even if it's for a team that you don't really think is going to be a good passing team. You know, if that's like your 4th or 5th receiver, just take the chance. You can always cut him later. I mean, the guy that took kicker defense probably should have taken that receiver for when these guys are on bye, or if they get hurt, or if he doesn't sign, you know. This is my target today, this team 3. It's just not very good. It's going to be funny at the end of the year when I'm like 6 and 8 in every league, not making the playoffs. Crying. Halfway through this, I'll be reviewing teams, and then halfway through the season, all of a sudden I won't review them anymore, and you'll be like, "Where'd the review go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, it's no big deal. I got other stuff to do." All right, starting the 10th round, 15 rounds in this draft, and I'll go defense kicker in 14 and 15. And I'll probably take Seattle's defense. I love the first 2 games. I believe it's Bo Nix, and then either Drake May or Jacoby Brissett is who they play against. Something's happening on the golf in the other room on my TV that I really need to know what's going on. I'm in a fantasy golf league. There's 431 people in it. It's a $50 entry fee. And I'm in first place. And this week is the last weekend. And if it wins, I take home a nice little amount of money. I'm trying to open up the TV. Turn on the TV here in my back room. All right, so YouTube TV. So we're going to turn this golf on and see what's going on. I have a pretty good lead, but we need to root against Xander Schauffele, who's doing well, and Victor Hovland, who's not doing well. All those guys have to do is not win. That's all it is. Schauffele's currently 4 back. He's done, and the leaders have 2 or 3 holes left to play. There's a little golf update for you while I wait for my next pick to come. Problem is the leaders aren't moving out ahead. They're coming back to the pack. And Schauffele had a good day today. He shot 67. I shot 90. Did I mention that? Schauffele just missed a 3-footer. I can do that. Or I mean, Keegan Bradley did. I can do that, Keegan. Come on. Schauffele's now 3 back. Wonderful. Okay, nobody wants to win this. Weird. All right. Oh, there goes another kicker in the 10th round. That's a person who just didn't know what to do. So they said, I'll just take the top kicker. All right. What are we going to do here? He's hurt. I'm definitely going to take Jackson Smith. How are we doing with quarterbacks here? All right, we still got a bunch before we have to worry about Tua, so we're not taking Tua either. I mean, I got 3 bench spots. Let's fill 2 more of them. I'm definitely going to take, I think I'm going to take Jaylen Warren. Even though he's hurt, he's pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. Is my boy Jerome Ford? I'm taking Jerome Ford. I don't care what Yahoo thinks of me. I'm taking Jerome Ford. And then I'm taking Jackson Smith and Jigba. Take a couple of bye week 10s. That's what you got to do when you're on the turn. You got to reach for players you like. All right, so let's get what do I got? So I'm going to have to take a quarterback and another bench spot with my next pick. So we're going to look at Tua. I feel like taking Tua and Jaden Daniels if we get back to them. Let's look at this real quick. How many quarterbacks are off the board? Let's see. What color are quarterbacks? Yellow, gold. So 1, 2, 3. So those teams have 2. 3 teams have 2 quarterbacks. Let's see if anybody takes any between now and then. I suspect they will, but let's see. All right. See some of the other running backs. This is why I'm glad I took Jerome Ford. I would have taken Chase Brown there, but he went right before me. More running backs are coming off the board, so I'm glad I took Ford there. I'm kind of rooting for Ludwig Aberg to win. He's probably the best of the 3 in the lead, but they're all at -10. The leader coming into today was -13, and that was Adam Scott. He's +3 today. Terrible. All right, so Aberg gets out of the sand. I feel like I'm doing golf commentary because we're at the end of this draft. It gets boring. The best part of the end of the draft is when you get to see Yahoo grade me my D. I believe D stands for don't draft like this guy. I've been saving that. I thought of that joke earlier today. I thought it was hilarious. I'm sure you're laughing like crazy. There goes Jaden Daniels. So Dak and Jaden go. So what I'm hoping is nobody takes Tua. It could easily happen. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to take Kirk Cousins. I'll take 2 quarterbacks if that's the case. If I don't get Tua, I'll take Tua and potentially, Trevor Lawrence is still there. Oh, I have Evan Ingram. So maybe I'll take Trevor Lawrence and I'll try to set up that stack, even though I'm not a huge Trevor Lawrence fan. Look at Justin Herbert, man. He does not get drafted anymore. It's so sad. What else is out there? What do I have? I need another running back, right? I have 1, 2. Yeah, I have 4. I need another running back. Are there any? Warren's. You know what? Warren's falling because he's questionable. I would take him. He'll come back at some point. Montgomery and Breece Hall. I could take the Jets backup running back and just call it a handcuff. I don't really like the handcuff. I'd rather take somebody else's handcuff in case their guy gets hurt. And now I have yet another running back instead of worrying about whether my own guy gets hurt. So I don't really like taking my own handcuffs unless it's Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. That's one of the few times. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I probably wouldn't do that because you have to take David Montgomery too early. But definitely Kyron Williams and Blake Corum I would take. So everybody has a quarterback. Half the teams have 2. And most years, I don't believe in waiting on quarterback. I know the experts on the radio will say that on the Sirius XM Fantasy Sports, on the podcast. Most of them will say, wait on quarterback. I don't like that because if I take an early round quarterback, let's say a top 6, a top 8, I feel confident that each week they can put up a bunch of points. But if I take a guy like Tua here, I mean, I feel like he could have weeks where he does not put up a lot of points. Tua also seems like an injury risk, although that was 2 years ago he had those concussions. Last year, I think he played all year, so I don't know, maybe he's not. Oh, there go my Browns defense. Oh, there goes Jaylen Warren. I would have taken him. All right, what do we got here? Let's look at running back. Maybe I will take Corum and just say if Kyron Williams gets hurt, Corum is going to be the number 1, and he's probably going to be pretty good. Is he? Oh, it's a putter. Okay. And Aberg misses a putt. These guys in the lead do not want to win. They all just want to let Xander Schauffele win and have me lose my fantasy league. Terrible. All right, so we're going to draft Corum, definitely. And then we're going to draft a quarterback. We're going to take Tua. And I'm actually pretty happy about that. Able to wait that long to take a quarterback enabled me to then take a lot of depth, a lot of guys here. I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba is my number 6 wide receiver, and I believe he's going to pass up Tyler Lockett this year and become the number 2 for Seattle. Jerome Ford, he's starting the season as the Browns number one. I don't know how long he's going to be there. 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Who knows how bad. Nick Chubb's knee was bad. And so who knows what's going on there. What do we got left here? So if I go draft results, am I the last pick? No, I'm not. Oh, good. I have 2 picks left. And that's where we will go. Kicker defense. So we're going to go, definitely going to take Seattle. You have to scroll for them, but that's okay. I mean, I don't even know who these teams play. Like Buffalo's got to play Miami and the Jets. It's not too bad. Buffalo doesn't seem to be bad here. I really just care about week 1 matchups. In this case, week 1 and week 2. Let's look at kickers. Again, it doesn't really matter to me. I think I take Tyler Bass all the time. So we'll take him again. Take Cincinnati's week 12. We might as well keep that week 12 bye thing going. Let's see. I can take Younghoe Koo. I don't have him anywhere. He's also everybody's week 12. What the hell? Jake Elliott. Let's go Houston's kicker. I don't think Houston's kicker is gonna get back to me. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. Oh God, we're still in the 13th round. We are going slow. People got to learn to use their cue. Man, Xander Schauffele entered today down 12 strokes, I believe, 11 strokes. And he's going to come back and win, and I'm going to be so sad. Tomorrow, if you're watching me play my APBA game, I think I'm going to try to play tonight and tomorrow to finish the game. Tomorrow, you're probably going to see me being very sad that Xander Schauffele came back and won. Right now, he's only down 3, and he's really good. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. All right. Christian Romeo. Oh, the Packers wide receivers are going back to back there. I'm sure Jaden Reed already went. I doubt Dontavian Wicks gets drafted. Man, these guys, they do not look like they swing very hard. And he just went in the sand trap. Oh, man. Ludwig. Come on, Aberg. All right. Come on now. This draft is taking way too long. Has anybody left yet? Number 3 team is gone, or I guess number 8 team is gone. Everybody else is still here. That's good. All right. These drafts do not take very long. That's another thing that I like about them. I mean, we're going to get done in less than an hour, probably 45 minutes or so. I love that. All right, here's where we're going to see some kickers. I mean, who has kickers? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not many kickers off the board. So I think I'm going to lose out on getting Younghoe Koo or Fairbairn. I forget which one I put in my queue. Man, these guys take forever. Cincinnati's defense. So all 4 AFC North defenses are gone. I mean, that's such a very brutal division to watch, which I watch all the time as a Browns fan. All right, Adam Scott, put it in the hole. Let's make a birdie. Oh, it's a par 5. Let's make an eagle. Get to minus 12. Make it harder for Schauffele. Oh my God, this is taking forever. Oh, just take a kicker and take a defense. Oh, that looks like it's getting to the green. Go, go. Oh, he's got an eagle putt. Nice. I made an eagle. I made an eagle last year, my very last round last. Oh my God, it came all the way back off the green. He hit the green. He was 8 feet onto the green and it came all the way off the green and rolled back down the hill. Are you kidding me? Anyway, I made an eagle last year. I hit a 260-yard drive. The downhill helped a little bit. And then I hit it in from about 100 yards with the 9-iron. It was amazing. I think it's one of 2 eagles I have in my life. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. I don't know how to mute. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, there you go. Live sneezing on the air. This is seriously taking forever to get back to me. Oh yeah, it was Fairbairn that I put in my queue. I can see him at the top of the screen there. Oh my God, this is rough. It's the guy that left for whatever reason. It's going to take all 60 seconds to make his pick. Hopefully put him on auto. Another kicker. I want Fairbairn or Koo. There went Koo. Damn. Romadunze. Wait, did that guy take? Wait. That guy didn't take a kicker or a defense. He's got 1 pick left. I wonder if there's probably free agent picks between now and then. I wonder if that's what he's doing. Actually, if that's what he's doing, that's very smart. I didn't realize that. That's very smart. Good job out of that guy. Yeah, good job out of that guy. All right, here we go. Players. All right, we're going to take Fairbairn by week 14. That means I have to deal with it until the last week of the season. And then we're going to take Seattle. I mean, I could take Buffalo. I don't know who Buffalo plays in week 1. I don't know if their defense is any good. Pittsburgh's defense is always good, but I can't root for them. Philly. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and take Seattle and get it over with. All right, so we've got our team. We've got Tua, Breece Hall and David Montgomery, Drake London, Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle. Then we've got on our bench, Brian Robinson, Jerome Ford, Blake Corum, Devontae Smith, Rashee Rice, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. I mean, this is a great team. I know I'm going to get a D, but this is a fun team. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop the video. I don't know if you want to see the last round of everyone. I mean, I'll leave it going if you want. I'll just sit here and watch golf. It's up to you, really. But the fun part is going to be coming when I pause. And oh God, Gabe Davis, seriously. And then what I'll do is I will come back and at the end of this video, and I will put up the Yahoo grade so we can laugh at my D. Ugh. Out of context, that doesn't sound good. Okay, so he did take a defense. He didn't take a kicker. Interesting. I hope he forgets and I play him in week 1. Oh, these guys are putting from off the green. I did that a couple times today. It didn't go well. Does he make it? Oh, just short for Keegan Bradley. So he's going to make birdie. That's good. That'll get him to 11. That'll put Schauffele 4 strokes back. That's good. All right, the draft's getting ready to end. Jake Elliott. And the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, is... I mean, you had 2 rounds to make your decision, dude. Come on. Oh my God, are we going to let it run all the way down to a minute? It's a 0 here. All right, we're done. Oh, are we done? Wait, it just says on the clock. Apparently it didn't update that pick. That's very strange. All right, I'm going to end I'm going to pause the video here, and then I'm going to come back in a few minutes when I get my grade. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in a few seconds. All right, we're back. I'm now standing because I'm getting ready to play some APBA football. If you're curious what that looks like, here's the screen. This is what we use, and then we use something called the Pro Football Helper. If you want to watch me play the game I'm in the middle of right now, the 1989 San Diego Chargers are beating the 1989 Houston Oilers 16-10, and it's all based on cards and dice. So I've got dice cam here, and I roll a bunch of dice, and we get to see things happen. If you're interested in watching that, you don't watch that, you just watch my draft, give it a look. Maybe you like it fun. Maybe it looks fun to you. I don't know. But anyway, let's go back to the grade because, oh yeah, we saw it. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I saw it. Here, I'm going to minimize this, and you're going to see what my grade is. And, oh, Yahoo gave me a D-. Oh, another D from Yahoo. I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. So Yahoo predicts that I'm going to go 4-11. They expect me to finish 9th. That's good. At least I'm not going to be 10th. They liked my David Montgomery pick, but they didn't like my Rashee Rice pick. Now, why would you not like the guy who's the #1 target for the best quarterback in football? Seriously. Like, Yahoo, go back and look at the number of times the ball was thrown to him. That's stupid. 3 key players on buying week 12. Who cares? I got a bench. Breece Hall, a lot of player outlooks here. You know, what are you going to do? This is what Yahoo does. Let's see what team they like the best. They like the Grim Reaper the best. The Grim Reaper had that icon that had video on it. It was pretty cool. So let's look at their team. Lamb, pretty good. Kyron, pretty good. Laporta. I mean, in the 3rd round, I don't know about that. Lamar Jackson, okay. Joe Mixon, no, not this year. Michael Pittman, okay. Zay Flowers, not a fan. Zach Moss, okay, he's sharing time. He'll eventually be a backup. Keenan Allen, I mean, he might be older than me. I'm not sure. Took a kicker in this 10th round. Brilliant. And then a defense in the 11th round. Brilliant. Then another quarterback. Then another. Wait. This team took. Whoa. This team took Lamar Jackson. This team took Brock Purdy and Jared Goff. And then another kicker and another defense. Oh my, I got to look at this team's bench. Oh my God. This is amazing. This is the team that Yahoo likes the best. I wish I was playing them in week 1. Let's see. League overview. This team here. This team on its bench literally has 2 more quarterbacks, a wide receiver, running back, 2 kickers, and 2 defenses. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm going to be wrong. Maybe they turn it around. They know what they're doing during the regular season. They make great trades. I don't know. But this is not a well-drafted team. Maybe it'll be a well-run team. I don't know. So that's what Yahoo likes to do. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. If you're going to watch drafts only, I'll be back next Saturday. I don't know if it's going to be live. I'm not sure if I want to do it live. It's a lot of money, and I think I want to concentrate on the draft more than like worrying about chat and all that stuff. So I think I'm just going to record it and put it up online later Saturday night. It's my $1,200 NFFC Silver Bullet League that I'm very excited about this year. It's my only high stakes team this year. But if you want to watch stuff other than that, if you want to watch me relive my childhood, I'll be opening football cards and I'll be playing my APBA football dice game. And who knows what else I'll be doing to relive my childhood. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.